The house next door. You are watering the tomatoes when the moving truck pulls up. It's a Saturday morning in late June, and the house next door has been empty for 8 months since old Mrs. Greenwald passed. The man who steps out is unremarkable, mid-40s, sandy brown hair going gray at the temples, khakis and a polo shirt. He catches your eye and waves. "Nathan Reeves," he says, extending his hand over the fence. His grip is firm, his palm dry. His eyes are a pale, washed-out blue. There's nothing in them that gives you pause. "Welcome to the neighborhood," you say, and you mean it. The first year is ordinary. Nathan is the perfect neighbor. He mows his lawn every Sunday, brings your garbage cans up from the curb when you forget, appears with jumper cables when your car won't start. He works from home, something in consulting. You share beers on his porch during summer evenings. He asks about your work, remembers details, laughs at your jokes. He never talks about himself much, but some people are private. You don't notice that he never has visitors. You don't notice his lights on at 3 in the morning or his car disappearing for days without explanation. These details only matter in retrospect. The first real sign comes 14 months after Nathan moves in. You're taking out the trash at midnight when you see him in his backyard. He's digging. The motion sensor light casts a harsh glow over the scene. The sweat on his forehead, the dark soil piling up beside a hole already 3 feet deep. He looks up. For a moment, neither of you moves. Then he smiles. It's the same smile he always wears, but now there's something behind it. A calculation. "Burying my dog," he says. "Found him this morning. Hit by a car." You didn't know he had a dog. You've never seen a dog. But you nod, say you're sorry, go inside and lock your door. You lie awake for hours telling yourself you're being paranoid. You start watching. Your bedroom window overlooks his backyard, and you find yourself glancing out more often. You notice the garbage taken out at strange hours, packages in unmarked boxes brought inside quickly, his car leaving late at night and returning before dawn. Then the news reports start. A woman's body found in a field 40 miles away. She'd been missing for 2 weeks. Evidence of torture, signs of prolonged captivity. You read the article at your kitchen table and think about Nathan digging in his backyard, about the dog that didn't exist. You start keeping a notebook. The second body is found in January, the third in March, the fourth in May. Each time the details are similar. Women in their 30s, evidence of torture, signs they were kept alive for days before the end. The newspapers call it a serial killer. You spend a day cross-referencing dates with Nathan's comings and goings. Your hands shake. Every time a woman goes missing, Nathan's car is gone. Every time a body is found, his lights are on at strange hours, and the next day, his garbage cans are out before dawn. This is not proof. A jury would laugh. The police would file it away. But you know, in your gut, you know what he is. The question becomes what to do about it. You could call the police. They would listen politely and do nothing. You could confront Nathan directly, but if you're right, that ends badly. If you're wrong, you're accusing an innocent man of unthinkable crimes. You could move. But the thought fills you with shame. If Nathan is what you think he is, every day you stay silent is a day another woman might be taken. You can't run, you can't look away. So you decide to find proof. You install a security camera angled at Nathan's backyard. It gives you nothing useful. He moves in darkness, in blind spots. You upgrade to a telephoto lens, a police scanner, a burner phone for searches you don't want attached to your name. The breakthrough comes in August. You're reviewing police scanner logs when you notice a discrepancy. The night the third victim was taken, someone reported a suspicious white sedan near her apartment. The car was gone before police arrived. Nathan drives a white sedan. You follow him. It's dangerous and you know it. The first night you lose him in 10 minutes. He loops through streets, doubling back, checking for tails. The second night, using the GPS tracker you've illegally attached to his car, you follow him to a storage facility on the outskirts of town. He disappears inside for 2 hours. The third night, you watch him approach a woman outside a bar. She's alone, waiting for a rideshare. Nathan walks up, says something that makes her smile. They talk. You're too far to hear, but you see the body language, open, friendly, unthreatening. The rideshare arrives. She gets in. Nathan watches her go. You sit in the parking lot, hands shaking. He was hunting. The approach, the assessment. He decided she wasn't right. Too visible, too many witnesses, and let her go. But next time he won't. You break into the storage unit. It takes 3 weeks of planning. You learn the camera schedules, bribe an employee for the access code, choose a night when Nathan's car is parked safely at home. Your heart pounds the entire time. Inside, you find filing cabinets, photographs, documentation of every victim, their routines, their vulnerabilities, their final hours recorded in meticulous detail. It's a trophy collection and an operations manual combined. You photograph everything with shaking hands. This is proof. Real, undeniable proof. You don't go to the police? Not yet. The evidence you've gathered is illegally obtained. Any lawyer would get it thrown out. Nathan would walk, and worse, he'd know someone was onto him. He'd disappear, start over somewhere else, keep killing. Instead, you leak the photographs to a journalist, anonymously. You include enough detail to point investigators toward the storage unit through legitimate means. You wait. 2 weeks later, police raid Nathan's home at dawn. You watch from your bedroom window as they lead him out in handcuffs. His eyes scan the street, and for one terrible moment, they lock onto yours through the glass. He smiles. The same smile from that night in the backyard. He knows. The trial takes 18 months. Nathan is convicted of 11 murders spanning 8 years across 3 states. The storage unit evidence is ruled admissible. Detectives claim they discovered it through an anonymous tip that led them to investigate the facility's records. Your name never appears in any document. You watch the sentencing from the gallery. Life without parole. 11 consecutive terms. Nathan's face is expressionless as the judge speaks. When the guards lead him away, he doesn't look at you. He doesn't need to. You both know what happened. You move anyway. New city, new house, new life. But you can't stop watching. You study your neighbors, map their routines, note the small inconsistencies that everyone else ignores. You tell yourself it's caution. You tell yourself it's wisdom. You know it's something else entirely. The night you buried your old life in that storage unit, you became something new. Not a killer, never that, but something adjacent. A watcher, a hunter of hunters. You've seen how thin the membrane is between ordinary life and horror, how easily a smile can hide a monster, and you can never unsee it.